Are you completely terrified to use your air fryer? Then you're gonna wanna watch this video, so grab a pen and paper as we troubleshoot all the problems that could happen in your air fryer. Well, hey friends, if you're new here, my name is Shelly. I work as a dietitian and I'm the face behind the keto, low carb, and anti-inflammatory kitchen. If you love keto, if you love air fryers, if you love low carb recipes, and if you want to live an anti-inflammatory life and you want to do it on a budget, cheap, easy, and fun, you are going to want to subscribe. So today we are going to troubleshoot some problems with the air fryer. I know, okay, go ahead, raise your hand high if you have purchased an air fryer and it is still sitting in the box. That's okay. That's okay. I don't want you to be scared. I want you to take it out, because what happens is that so many people feed us these super crazy lines of the air fryer is going to explode and it's going to catch on fire. And then we see all this stuff on Facebook and it panics us. And we don't use this amazing device. Well, I promise, gang, if you follow some simple directions and if things do happen, I have the tricks and tips for you. So the first problem that I'm always told about is that, Shelly, my food does not get crispy. Now, one of the reasons we buy an air fryer is because we do love the crisp. We want to make it healthy. We don't want to deep fry anything. Deep frying stinks, but we're really deflated and completely devastated whenever we take our time, make an addition here, and it is not crispy. Well, there's a couple things to think about. Number one, did you overfill your air fryer? We do not want to put things on top of each other, on top of each other, and on top of each other, because it's not going to cook evenly. Because the definition of an air fryer is an apparatus, that circulates hot air around the food. Well, guess what, gang? If we are not separating that food and if we have it on top of each other, the air's not hitting it evenly and it will not crisp. So number one, you want to make sure your food is just not laying on top of each other, especially if it's breaded. Number two, you want to follow something called the halfway rule. And that is halfway through cooking, you want to open up your air fryer. You want to take your trusty tongs, which, whoopsie doodle, I forgot to grab those, and flip the items in there. That way it gets a very even crisp. The next thing you want to make sure you do with that to get it crispy is you don't want to over oil your item. Now, I know we love keto in this kitchen, and even if you're not keto, we kind of forget and we use that same amount of oil. Well, what happens is we make a very heavy product and is not able to crisp. The rule of thumb, and I did a video over here about how to convert your favorite recipes to the air fryer, is that we use 80% of the oil. And check out my trick I have right here. This is our oil mister, our non-stick cooking spray. And what you want to do is you want to spritz the basket, you want to lay the food on top, and then give it another spritz. That's typically all the oil you're going to need, and it's going to get a great crisp. Now, the second problem that comes to us is the food is always stuck. So we make this great dish, it's crispy, it looks awesome, we take our tongs to go pick it up. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. Like bubblegum on the wall in 8th grade at Racing Junior High. I cannot believe I remember that. That just came to my brain. So again, easy solution. Our trick is we get our oil mister, we spritz the basket, then we lay the food on top, we give it another spritz. Or, gang, you can invest in these air fryer liners. These are on Amazon. Of course, I have a link in the description box. You just lay these in, put the food on top. It prevents that stickiness from happening. The third item and the third thing that always happens is white smoke. Now, when an item is smoking, we want to shut it off as soon as possible. And if you're nervous about shutting it off, you get scared, kind of reach your hand out if you can. But remember, gang, white smoke is typically the fat that is burning. So we want to, number one, make sure you're using the right oils. Now, the best oils to use in the air fryer are those with a higher smoke point. Again, we did a video about that, but it's your avocado and your extra light olive oil. And number two, a way to fix that is we have right here our water. We just add water to that basket to prevent that smoke from happening so the fat doesn't drip down and kind of come up. I've seen on some blogs where folks will put like bread at the bottom of it. I mean, I don't have any bread here because we follow the keto guidelines. You might want to try that, but really the simple trick is water. Now, I didn't do that a lot when I first got my air fryer. I do it now, and I just make sure I use an oil that has a great smoke point. So this is where we get rid of those vegetable oils. Again, they're not even that great for us anyway. So it's a win-win for us folks in keto. Now, black smoke, on the other hand, a little bit scary. There's a heating element at the top of this. And what we want to make sure we do is clean the air fryer. I'm always amazed. Like I never thought I would have to tell people this, but I do. Some of y'all are icky, but clean that air fryer, give it a good wipe down, but also clean the inside of this because you just never know. Remember, this blows hot air around our food. So if we got some breading, if we got some spices, yeah, it could get stuck in that heating element and cause that black smoke. And then this one's a really interesting one that I've been asked about, is that folks will say my air fryer doesn't turn off. And I go, well, explain that to me. So they'll say, I'm cooking it for 20 minutes and then it dings and then it still continues to, to cook. Well, give it a couple seconds. Sometimes it's kind of like, whenever you fill up the coffee at the gas station, which hopefully y'all don't do that, but it kind of keeps going for a couple more seconds. It's typically the same thing with our air fryer. Now, do you have any other tips or suggestions on troubleshooting any of the problems we talked about? Be sure to list them below. This is an awesome community. I want us to communicate. I want us to be the Shelly Squad or the Spicy Squad or something fun like that. I need a really cool name. If you got a cool name for us, list it below. Be sure to share this video on all your socials and give it a like if you loved it. I'm Shelly. Scroll down below for that keto menu. Get it sent directly to your inbox, and I wish you well. Mwah.